What's up, fellas? This Isaiah B. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to Red Pill 215. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all to the topic. So let's get it. Become the best version of yourself. So when I'm talking about the best version of yourself, is exactly as it sounds. There's no trickery with it. You're just self-improving. And when I say just self-improving, I don't want to make it seem like it's easy, because a lot of the involvement with self-improvement includes hard work, includes challenges, includes losses, drawbacks, steps backwards at times. So I don't want to make it seem like it's something that's just going to happen overnight. This is stuff that happens throughout life. There's no end to self-improvement. There's only progressions that you see, and you only see those progressions when you look back. But to look back, you must move forward. You got me? So when it comes to self-improvement, it's not going to be the same for everybody. Some people are going to have to work on their socialization skills. Some people are going to have to work on their abilities to stay disciplined. Others going to have to work on, maybe listening more than they talk. Just being more empathetic towards others. Like, it's going to be different for everybody. It's not going to be the same. So in regards to self-improving, that kind of leads me to my next point, which is to not compare yourself to others. Your self-improvement is going to be different from his. As I just mentioned, you could be self-improving something that he mastered, and he could be self-improving on something that you mastered. But if you're trying to compare, you'll lose your progress. You'll regress due to comparison. It should. You could be the only one self-improvement at times, because you have to remember, we live in a westernized society where, people are taught that you either have it or you don't. They're not taught to work for something, internally. It's more so work towards something externally. That's what they tell you, to buy things, and if you get this and if you try that, you become better. When in actuality, it's the internal stuff that people need to work on. It's the internal steps that people need to take. It's the internal issues that people must sort through. But if you're just lollygagging along in this country we call America, you'll be lost. You'll be completely lost. And with self-improvement too, you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for anybody else. You're not doing it for your friends, your family. For women, it has to be for you. It has to be for you. You know why? Because as soon as people see that you're progressing or doing better than them, they're able to shoot down your progress just by saying a few words. Those words might sound like, I can do better than that. Or, I don't think you could do that. Or, yeah, you got lucky. Pessimistic comments like that can shatter your confidence, and therefore shatter your self-improving. So just keeping that all in mind is important, is very essential. And, it's something that's worth doing. Me, myself, I personally am someone who loves to self-improve. When I say I work on myself every single day, I literally mean I work with myself every single day. It does not stop. It does not stop at all, whether it's physically, mentally, socially, spiritually, psychologically, any place, any time. I work on myself. It's a daily grind. Man, I even like to challenge myself to read a certain amount of books. And not even really number of books, it's just more so to read certain kind of books. And these books can be challenging to read, as I currently have ADHD. So for me, I tend to struggle with staying on task and really focusing in at times. But these books, just getting through them, they help me focus in and really gauge in on things I want to accomplish outside of the reading. So, for example, let's say I'm reading this book, it's a very tedious book. I have to read through it. I'll read like 10 pages a day or what have you. So I'm doing that because when it comes time to read something for work or write up a report or even write up a paper for school, it's easier because I've already, practiced this in a sense, so that improved me mentally, me academically, and who knows, maybe the professor can see what I'm doing and can, put something on a recommendation letter for me. So now I'm being helped socially. You see what I'm saying? So it can lead to something else. And I'm keeping that all in mind. And that all started from me just self-improving through the books, from just reading, you see. So just making sure that you're working on yourself every single day. Because as I mentioned, I literally work on myself every single day. Like every single day. And shit, it don't have to be anything that's crazy, You don't have to jog 10 miles and then fucking write a thesis paper within 2 hours. You don't have to read a dissertation within 10 minutes. It don't have to be anything crazy like that. It could be something slow, something short, something small. Starting off like that is the best ways to improve anyway, to reach bigger goals. Start off small. Once you get that mastered, move on to something medium. Once you have that mastered, move on to something, bigger, in regards to your goals. So just keep that all in mind, man. Keep that all in mind. And I'm going to finish off, but before I do, I want to just leave you with this little quote. The quote goes, if you had to fight yourself, race yourself, outread, out socialize, whatever. If you had to compete against your previous self, who would win? Your current self right now or your previous self? You should know the answer. And if your answer is your previous self, you have some serious work to do. Your answer should always be your current self. You should be getting better, not worse. Better, not worse. And that's the point of self-improving. So that's it. That's all I got, fellas. Let me know in the comments section what you think about this video right here. This is just a random topic I thought of. And that's it. That's all I got to say. Take care.